that brings me to the fourth point that is a very important point for me personally. Spiritual abuse in the Catholic Church is particularly bad for women and children. And why is that? That is because our traditional spiritual resources and practices in the Catholic Church reflect a patriarchal order. That means, for example, that God is almost always portrayed as a male figure, and spiritual authorities are mostly male in the Catholic Church. It also means traditional biblical metaphors that are so ubiquitous in our churches, in our readings, in our music even, are based often imply hierarchical and gender and age orders, like the bridegroom and the bride, or the father and the children. It's very clear who has the authority in these relationships and who is, the figure with spiritual authority is always a male figure and an older figure, and the younger and the female figures are the ones that have to be obedient and have to follow, are the ones who are being punished or have to be taught something. They're the passive ones. So when it's very hard when you're a girl and growing up in the church and you listen to all these texts, you maybe even subconsciously you drink it in and you learn that you are to be passive and obedient and silent and learning. You'll never get the part of the one who's leading and freeing. So women and children are exclusively assigned subordinate places, and spiritual freedom is even less foreseen for them than for laymen. That also means that typical life events and experiences of women and children are absent from common Catholic spirituality, or they are perceived only through a male clerical gaze. Everything that has to do with childbearing and birth giving and everything like that. It's not, if women would have designed sacraments and teaching around these issues, that would look quite different. And last not least, spiritual roles, role models, and life paths for women and children are very few in Catholicism. And they are all variants of subordination, service, silence, forgiveness, willingness to suffer. So it's that means that, stories of spiritual abuse that are shared by women are always variations of the same theme. It's always around subordination, service, silence, sexualization too, and an expectation that women are ready to suffer and to forgive.